as a group of the Fina415, the Project 2, and I'm Danny.
I'm Ruohan.
This is Hawk.
This is John.
This is Cassie.
This is Zhouxin Tu.
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome to our Fina415 project presentation. I'm Amy Tu. Today, we will take you through project to understand the geometric Brownian motion model and apply it to simulate the future prices of stocks. We develop a VBA model to simulate the price with different inputs, which could be changed by users. Here is the agenda of our presentation. First, I will introduce the geometric Brownian motion model. Geometric Brownian motion model is the most commonly used measure to analyze the trade of the stock price in theory. There are several reasons for us to use geometric Brownian motion model to describe stock price. Firstly, the expectation of geometric Brownian motion and the price of the stick process are independent, which is like a random walk. To some degree, it confirms to the people observation of the real market. Then the process of geometric Brownian motion only considers the positive data. It is just like the real stock prices, which are log-normally distributed. In addition, the process of geometric Brownian motion and the prices trajectory that we observed in stock market present similar graph. Finally, the calculation of geometric Brownian motion process is relatively simple. From the equation, we can find the factors that affect the change in stock prices are mainly the trend of rising stock price over time and the average volatility of stock prices. The former contributions to the growth of stock prices depends on the length of time. It's a certain component. The latter only depends on the Brownian movement caused by random fluctuations. Is an uncertain component. Ruohan will introduce the next part.
And now I would like to introduce the body part. There are 4 command buttons at all. The first button is input variables. It is in order to change variables for users. Firstly, users should click button current stock price. If the number is less than or equal to 0, or it is not a number, then the message box will not show any feedback, due to the stock price would never be a negative number or not a number. As a result, users should loop through numbers again, and the number should be positive. Secondly, same as the current stock price, if the button of time increment is not a number or the number is less than or equal to 0, then the message box will not show any results because time should be a positive number. So that users must loop through the numbers until the number be positive. After that, click the input box expect return. If it is not a number, in that way, the message box would let users to input again, owing to the expect return must be a number. However, this number doesn't matter positive or negative. Then input the positive number in the input box volatility. It's just like others. If not input a number or less than or equal to 0, users need to re-enter. Due to the volatility also must be positive number. And finally, input the positive number in the input box, the period index. According to the period index must be a positive number. If not, users should loop through the numbers. And next part would be Danny Wu's.
I'm Danny. The second button is the perform simulation button. There are three key techniques consist of the perform simulation button. They are geometric Brown motion model, loop statements, and three basic formulas. These three key factors make contributions to the function formulas. The geometric Brownian motion model is a log-normal growth process which evaluates asymmetric risks. There are some important assumptions in the GBM process. The continuous in time and value, current stock price in revenues for predicting future price, and the potential return. The explanation of the perform simulation button and the meaning of the code are the following. When you click the button, a box will appear which named as simulated daily stock price assuming geometric Brown motion. Not only the S-old and S-new code, S-code and C-new, U-new and RD are defined as uncertain factors, but also the S0, MU, VOL, and K are defined as variables. These symbols will be used to display meanings of each range of data in the Excel. So the cells from row 1 to row 10 and line 1 to line 12 are defined as the meaning of the symbols. The three formulas below are the basic formulas, which will help to store the data and generate the data. And Zhang will come to talk about the graph.
Hi, I'm John. Next, let me introduce my part. Also, there are two buttons to control the graphs that they will be generated from the date of stock price calculation, certain component and uncertain component. The Edit Chat button can show you the graph which import the first button. When you do not need the chat, you can check the Delete Chat button to delete it. The other important formula is N-new equal S-new minus C-new. Also, the reason why CL1210 will be shown in the yellow is that our group wants to highlight the positive or negative changes in value for each cells in N-new. If N-new value more than 0, then the saturations of the N-new will be yellow. So we use the same step to make sure the delayed date of N-new in L saturation will be shown in red. So let Casey to introduce her part.
Hi, I'm Cassie. Let me introduce my part. The third command button save is to save the data. Users can click the button. Then the question, would you like to save all the data, will be displayed in the message box. Users click yes to save all the data. The last command button, clear simulation, is to clear all the data. If users click yes in the question, would you like to clear all data? All the contents in the range B1 to X105 will be cleared. However, the highlight color is still left behind. Therefore, set the color index equal to 0 to clear all the highlight color. After that, due to the chart, also need to be cleared. Set chart objects in worksheets more than 0, then it will be deleted. Filing. Next is filing. First, higher volatility will make stronger data flows. Although volatility in the stock price is unpredictable in real life, fixing variables and changing volatility to come to a decision. From the tests, we can draw the results that higher volatility will make stronger data flows. Second is geometric Brownian motion multicolor method was used to create a geometric Brownian motion model and Excel VBA project to make us dissimulate stock price data. We found that this model is close to reality in large part, so it shows that Brownian motion model can be used to the real-life stock price. This model can help stock price investor estimate stock price in the future. Next, Hook will introduce his part.
This is Hook. Next are my two parts. The first part is limitation. Once you click the input variables buttons, you have to input the right number by the introduction that the sentence appears in the box. You cannot stop the program until you input current stock price, days, expected return, volatility, and the period by the restrictions of our VBA model. This program only can perform the simulation of the stock price and show the graph. You have to input all the 5 variables by the instructions, or the program cannot run successfully. Any other variables are not allowed to use. If we click the second button several times, some new graphs will occur on the screen and the original graph won't delete. Next is the last part, conclusion. To sum it up as maintained at the beginning of the report, this report is aiming for a better understanding of the VBA project. It includes the process of the application results through different input, basic formulation, and a brief description of technical methods. The report is made up based on our learnings from the class, also some researches from some academic websites such as Investopedia. Moreover, the process of making the VBA project improves knowledge and skill and helps a lot for the future studies. The program includes 4 buttons, and each of the functions can do their job successfully. In our statement, we aim to perform the simulation of stock price in order to help the investor to decide whether the stock is worth to buy or not. In conclusion, this report can help you to find the overview structure in the table of contents and help users to understand the geometric motion model. Thank you for watching, and see you.
See you.